behind every NFL broadcast,
He wants an hour in prime time now.
you'll find Kathy Yancey.
I like to joke with people, I watch NFL for a living. It's a lot more than that, but that's part of the job, and it's a pretty cool part.
As the vice president of broadcasting, she oversees media rights and manages relationships with partners CBS, Fox, NBC, ESPN, Amazon, and the NFL Network.
We might break a record today. It might be the all-time biggest Super Bowl audience. So fingers crossed, close game, and we get there.
Before kickoff on Super Bowl Sunday, she's on the sidelines,
That tunnel right there is your path.
briefing reporters.
We want to make the presentation of our games on broadcast the best it can be.
It takes a lot of preparation.
When the game happens, there should be no surprises. I've seen everything. I've seen every commercial, every promo that's going to air. I've been working with the network. I've looked at their graphics. The only thing that should surprise me is what's on the field, the outcome of the game.
In the weeks before, she reviews halftime show plans, then attends the all-important final rehearsal to ensure the performance meets NFL standards. She's part of a small team that walks the line between an entertainer's creative vision and what the league deems appropriate for its audience. She also meets with the game broadcasters to go over player health and safety protocols, preparing them so they understand how to explain any issues in real time. Her Super Bowl seat in NFL Control overlooks the stadium, but she's focused on these television screens.
Just making sure that everything is going as planned, ready to flag or jump in if something happens. Plan for the worst and pray for the best.
It's a big job that she manages flawlessly, according to Executive Vice President of NFL Events, Peter O'Reilly. They've worked together for 17 years.
Kathy is the glue of the NFL broadcasting department. She understands what makes production tick. She understands what makes good storytelling, but she also gets the little things.
Super Bowl 57's a homecoming for Kathy. She grew up just miles away from what is now State Farm Stadium.
It's just amazing, the stadium and everything around it that's just sort of popped up in the desert. I would have given anything to have an NFL team growing up.
Kathy graduated from Arizona State University, and Phoenix was where she started her broadcast career.
It paved the way for everything else. It was amazing. I started in news. I knew that I wanted to do sports, but there were no women behind the scenes.
So she worked to prove herself, first at Phoenix's Channel 10, where she volunteered to launch a new overnight newscast.
Who volunteers to work in the middle of the night on a show that maybe no one was going to see? You didn't know whether anybody was going to see it, didn't know what it was going to be, but she was willing to take that risk to learn something, to be in charge of something.
The assistant news director at the time, Phil Alvidrez, says it's that initiative that helped Kathy rise through the ranks to break gender barriers and become the first female sports producer in the market.
Cardinals blank New York 19-0.
She then became an executive sports producer with a move to Channel 3 in Phoenix.
She just took care of business. She did it with grace, smile, and a work ethic, and I don't think she's changed.
She went on to work at ESPN in Connecticut as the first full-time female Sports Center producer.
Good morning again, everyone. Welcome to the Sunday morning edition of Sports Center.
To me, it was just about the work, and it's always been about the quality of work. It's not about being a woman. This is what I love doing, and I love sports, and I know sports.
Her wealth of sports knowledge was clear to Fred Gaudelli, who she worked with at ESPN.
Kathy really had an innovative mind and was really a driving force behind these productions at ESPN.
A career move for Gaudelli took him to the producer's chair for NBC's NFL coverage, including Sunday Night Football. A 24-time Emmy Award winner, he's considered the most accomplished NFL producer in history. A career move for Kathy to the NFL meant that the two of them continued working together, and that includes 7 Super Bowls.
She's always trying to help us be better, do better, get us what we need. Just a top-flight professional, a great person, and someone that I've enjoyed working with in many different roles throughout the years.
She's an inspiration for anyone looking for a career in sports, like her employee, Quentin Tall.
She's a power figure. She's a real great role model. She's taught me everything I know. Very inspiring. I hope I can be in her shoes one day.
I've been 27 Super Bowls, I've been to 3 Olympics, so many amazing sporting events. And it's not lost on me at all. Every year, I'm just as excited as I was the first Super Bowl I attended.
She made her hometown shine. Super Bowl 57 was the most watched telecast of all time. The broadcast reached approximately 200 million viewers. The world was watching Arizona, and Kathy's native state delivered in a big way. The incredible effort to host the largest single-day sporting event in the world paid dividends to residents, businesses, community organizations, and the entire state. It generated $1.3 billion in economic activity, which is the largest economic impact of any special event ever held in Arizona, as well as the highest for any Super Bowl. And she's already back on the clock.
The minute the Super Bowl ends, we're working on the next season.
The league's new 10-year media rights deals go into effect in the 2023 season, worth a whopping $110 billion. It's the 4th round of rights deals that Yancey has negotiated. You look great. Managing relationships with these media partners is sure to keep her busy, 5, 4. But she wouldn't have it any other way.
Every day I look at the ceiling and I say, this is incredible. I work at the National Football League. This is extremely cool.